Welcome, everyone. I'm so glad you're here with us tonight. This is a big part of our mission here is to really appeal to you and your support. My name's Will Waldron, Executive Director of Divine Mercy Care, and this is our virtual soiree harvest. And all this week we're doing a number of things. We're promoting the different aspects of Divine Mercy Care and Tepeyac OBGYN. On Monday we had a wonderful talk from Father Leo Padalinghug. Yesterday it was from Father Bresnahan from St. Andrews in Clifton. And we're really so blessed to have these people join us. Well, tonight we've got Wellness Wednesday. And Dr. Savekovich, one of our own here at Tepeyac OBGYN, is going to give her take on a few things that are really right in line with what Tepeyac's all about in the life-affirming medicine for women. But before we go to her, I really want to just highlight a couple things. I really need you guys to register for this and share it with your friends, because this is our #1 event. Normally we would have a gala with 500 to 600 people in a ballroom in Northern Virginia, but right now we can't do that. But this is a really wonderful opportunity for those of you that are around the country that have been supporting us for years. This is a way for you to get involved and really to see the mission and the different aspects of it that you wouldn't be able to see before. We've got a wonderful program on Friday. So Friday at 7 o'clock, put it on your calendars. We've got Lila Rose from Live Action. We've got Father Leo Padalinghug from Plating Grace. Dr. Bachowski, of course. We've got some wonderful live auction items. And they're a lot of fun. I mean, it's events of fishing out in the Chesapeake Bay, or it's big family events at Tony's Pizza in Fair Lakes. And we're so blessed to have Tony's. Tony's is doing these wow boxes for us. And those of you who've signed up for that, as you go through the registration, you can be a part of that. Partnering also with Rappahannock Cellars and our springtime wine. We're so grateful to Rappahannock and their generosity and their support. But really, it's you, each and every one of you, sharing this and sharing this mission. We've got over 100 different silent auction items. There's some wonderful things out there, and I'm going to share a couple with you right now. This Jesus carrying the cross. It's amazing. The detail work that's involved here, it's astounding. As you can see, it's fairly substantial in size, about 20 to 22 inches. And the craftsmanship is beautiful. Made out of olive wood, straight from Jerusalem. We're blessed to have a donor give that to us. The next piece I have here is this wonderful piece of art from Father Ruskamp. This is over 60,000 stitches. The detail work in this is amazing. It takes Father about 400 hours to do this, and he does about one of these a year, and he's been doing it for 20 years. So he's an accomplished artist. He's gifted this to us, and as you can see, it's absolutely beautiful. I'm sorry that on video it just doesn't give it the justice that you'll see if you see it in person. But this is one of the live auction items. You register, you join us on Friday at 7 o'clock, and you'll be able to have a chance to win this. Another way you can have a chance to win it is really, when you go on and register, the Best of Live ticket item. It costs $100, but it gives you a chance at any one of these live auction items. You get to choose which one. It could be the fishing trip out in the Chesapeake, which normally in the past couple of years has gone for $2,000 to $5,000. So for a $100 ticket, winning a $5,000 item, that's pretty good setup. We've got, again, like I talked about before, Tony's Pizza in Fair Lakes, the dinner out with Dr. Bachowski and his wife Carolyn and 7 of your friends. We've got Lobster and Steak with Lobster Mania. They're wonderful longtime supporters, the Kenna family, and Lobster Mania is supporting that. Again, another dinner with Dr. Bachowski and his wife, and I think it's about 80 of your friends. So it's wonderful. Kentucky Bourbon Experience. That's for 2. Go out to Kentucky, 3-night stay at a 4-star hotel. Wonderful opportunity, really unique. It's a lot of fun. And again, like I said, Father Ruskamp's artwork. We're so blessed to have all of you involved. And really, please share this, get the word out. Listen, there's so much on that. Like I said, 100 plus silent auction items. There's things for the whole family. It could be tutoring that you might need from a professional tutor. It could be avocados from a farm in California, shipped straight to your home, right from the farm to your home. It could be the Baltimore Symphony. It could be golf outing at RTJ out in Gainesville. Some really unique opportunities. Some decorating if you need some organization and your house needs to be redone. Maybe you've dejunked because of 2020, but now you need to actually actually have it beautified and reorganized again. So there's so much out there, and we've got a lot of things, and that's just one way I think it could fulfill your entire Christmas list if you need to. But without further ado, I really want to highlight Dr. Cvekovic and really her talk. It's wonderful, and I'm sure you'll enjoy it.
Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Lorna Cvekovic, and I've been asked to talk, give a little something about Wellness Wednesday. And of course, we, medical profession, has been criticized most recently that we're more developed, we're more devoted toward ill health or disease than health. And of course, both are true, but a penny's worth of wellness is worth a pound worth of curing disease. So we really do have to focus more on health. And I'm kind of looking at all my patients that I see day to day. I think there's 3 things that stand out that would just miraculously improve everyone's health. And some of these are things that is kind of cliche to say. Some of them you may not have thought about. First of all, of course, is exercise. Simple thing. But truly, if there ever was something of a cure-all, exercise is that, because it obviously controls weight, controls diabetes, high blood pressure, osteoporosis, it decreases aging, it helps you sleep, it relieves depression. There almost isn't anything that some exercise cannot help. So to that end, what I would say, especially to young moms, is it's very important to get children into regular exercise so they really like it. So it's part of their life. So it's not something they have to especially go do. It's just the way they live and the way we all live. And that's how it's going to work. And that's how you maintain that health that comes from regular exercise for your whole life. I think many of us in my generation, we grew up, especially if you weren't on some kind of team, not incorporating sports or physical exercise into your daily life. And I think we realized that's something that has to be done from an early age. So it's very important. It really can't. There's so many articles and so many benefits to it that they really can't even be enumerated. And it really doesn't matter what kind of exercise much. Anything that raises your heart rate for 20 to 30 minutes is acceptable. And so there's a wide variety of things that can be called and termed exercise, and from which you can get those same benefits. The second thing I look at in my patients is, and of course I'm specifically a little biased toward this, is I think really natural family planning, or fertility awareness, if you will, should be much more incorporated into health classes, into pre-wedding classes, into talks that physicians give to patients to try to explain what's going on with them in terms of gynecologic problems. So for a woman to know and understand her cycle, again, so many benefits. The first of which is to appreciate oneself as a woman and as a person who can potentially give life. I think that the feminism wagon, shall we say, has been around for a long time, but I think we've kind of really missed the boat. We've tried to make women into mini men to get equality, when in reality we can't do that anyway. And secondly, we don't really want to be mini men. We want to be the best women that we can be. And that has to include understanding how we work, because obviously hormones play such a big part in our overall life. It obviously has implications for getting pregnant, for avoiding pregnancy, for health care. And I think really it's even used in a sense as a stimulus to keep sexual relations, intimate relations, where they should be. Because again, if one respects oneself, one's probably not going to enter into a very bad kind of relationship. So that brings to my third point, which is I see so many things from STDs to ectopic pregnancies to Just many, many things that are a result of us not respecting what sex should be in our lives and restricting it to where we have been taught to restrict it to. Because if you have many partners, emotionally, that does damage, not to mention all the physical side effects. And again, the STDs, preterm birth, all sorts of things that actually many partners, cervical cancer, for instance, many partners are the result of that. And also, our society is in such need. Again, if you see people coming in every day who are depressed and have anxiety, and a lot of it has to do with relationships, if one can have as their goal to maintain one relationship for their life and make that solid, what you're doing is putting a firm foundation under society as a whole, not just the physical part, but the psychological and spiritual and emotional part as well. And so I see so much trauma that goes on with young women who really feel like they've been used and abused because no one really thought to tell them that it's important to, for instance, pray to find the right spouse, to pray for whatever it takes for the two to stay together. Because out of that relationship comes stable marriages, and out of stable marriages comes a stable society. And I guess right now, that's one thing that everybody is worried about, because our society is becoming less and less stable day by day. So again, maybe they don't sound very connected, but regular exercise, use natural family planning for many reasons, and make it a point that you live that way and teach your children to live that way, such that marriage is seen as a respected institution that we really need for our best society.
What a great message from Dr. Cvekovic. We're so blessed to have her in her years of service here and the years of service of all of our doctors and nurses and staff at Tepeyac. Tepeyac is such a unique experience, such life-affirming medicine, and we're really so blessed to have it. You know, it's really available for all women. It's an amazing dynamic that takes place. It's for women who have insurance and have a choice and want excellent life-affirming care. But it's also for women who have nowhere to go. And historically, we've had women that are just out of homelessness and have no insurance or are underinsured, or even worse, they're abortion vulnerable or abortion determined. And our doctors and our nurses and our staff people really meet them where they're at and really accompany them. It's an amazing dynamic. One amazing feature that's happened almost yearly now for the past few years has been an abortion pill reversal program. This is when a woman decides to have a medical abortion, and it's a multi-day process that she'll take at Planned Parenthood or, an abortion facility, and oftentimes she'll have that regret after that first pill. Well, there's time to reverse that, and we've got a procedure here that was brought up by Dr. George Delgado out of California a number of years ago, and that procedure we follow, and it's the stories that come out of that are just inspiring and awe. But that's the kind of work that happens at Tepeyac, and that's the kind of work that we support here at Divine Mercy Care, that life-affirming medicine. And that's the kind of work that you can support by going on, registering, bidding on some of those silent auction items, fulfilling some Christmas lists that you might have, taking a chance at a live auction item, and just being a part of this. If you want to do something for the pro-life cause, there's not too many other great ways to do it other than to help women, meet them right there where they're at, and really be a part of this. Thank you tonight for joining us. Don't forget, tomorrow at 7, we'll have Dr. Bachowski, Throwback Thursdays, going to kind of walk us through the history of Tepeyac and Divine Mercy Care. And again, Friday night, 7 o'clock. Tell your friends, be on board with it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Thanks, and have a great night.